Hey everyone, it's Alyssa and I am back with another video finally. I feel like it's been so long since I've filmed anything for you guys and I just want to apologize. My nails are absolutely atrocious. I'm so not in like the video making mode lately. I'm actually coming to you guys from TJ's house. As you guys all know, obviously, we are in the middle of a global pandemic and I have made the move over to TJ's house for this time just so that I'm not transferring germs back and forth between two houses. And TJ was going to some schooling that has been canceled, but for the first couple weeks I was here. I had to be here every single day to help him, so it just made the most sense for us to be here. And now we are just here. So we're making things work. I have a new filming setup that is working just fine. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys how I'm budgeting throughout all of this. I am not taking out cash from the bank. I'm not going into the bank physically. I am definitely paring down on the things that I am purchasing or putting away in envelopes, because obviously if you can't leave the house, you don't need a lot of money. I am giving my usual grocery money to TJ's parents so that they can buy groceries. We're trying to limit how many people are going out to the grocery store, and obviously they have more mouths to feed with me living here, so I'm kind of giving them that money. So I'm not just completely paring down everything, but I'm just going to show you guys what I did for this last paycheck. I thought that I filmed this, but I guess I didn't. So this was the beginning of March when stuff really hit the fan and I honestly wasn't sure about anything. So I ended up putting $528 into savings and kind of all my usual transfer bills, and then for stuff that I usually take out in cash envelopes, I'm just leaving it in my Wells Fargo account. So gas, groceries, I didn't do anything for spending or toiletries. It was kind of those things where you're not going out, you're not spending any money, you don't need clothing. If you need more shampoo, go in your cupboards and find a shampoo that you already have, type of thing. I transferred over car insurance to my mom just virtually. And then I already spent money on my dogs because we had to stock up on dog food. We usually feed the Costco dog food and it was just impossible to find, so we had to transfer over to a different brand, and so I already spent that when it was already in my account. So that's what I did last paycheck. This paycheck was a little bit more, and things are looking pretty stable with my job. If you guys don't already know, I work from home all the time. I have been working from home for the last like 3 years, so things haven't changed that way with as far as like my income goes, but our job does depend on people being out, being active, and you know, just not staying in their house 24/7. So we have found a way to go ahead and do a portion of our business like virtually. So that's nice. So far things look stable with my job, but I of course am gonna be very cautious financially right now and save up as much as I possibly can. So I just want to take you guys through what I am going to put aside from my paycheck for every category this time, and then I want to talk to you about storm mode. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. My cell phone bill, nothing has changed there. AMC A-List, so they actually sent out an email saying that they were going to pause the AMC A-List charges until the theaters can open back up, which of course makes sense. But I just want to have 1 month saved up so that just in case they don't pause the charges, like I know a lot of people, their gyms have said that they're gonna not charge them for the month and then they charge them anyways. I just don't want any overdraft issues happening in my account, so I'm just gonna save up a month and then we'll see. Hopefully they're not charging me. Adobe Suite, I'm still paying for that. Spotify, I put $5 in it last time. Savings, I'm leaving blank. Gas, I still have half a tank and I can't go anywhere, so I'm just gonna put 20 just in case I need to get gas at some point, but I honestly don't think I'm gonna need it. So that's gonna be that. 100 for groceries, which I will most likely just be handing or transferring over to TJ's parents since they are doing most of the grocery shopping. But maybe I'll just give it to TJ. I'm not really sure. He's considered an essential worker still, so he's out and about, but I am not. So I'm trying to minimize how much I go out into the grocery store. I've only been out once in the last 2 weeks, so going a little stir crazy, but it's not too bad. Spending, I am, last paycheck, I didn't give myself anything. This week, I am going to let myself have a little bit just because maybe we want to buy like a new video game or something to keep us occupied while we're stuck inside. So I think I'll do 30. Clothing, I'm not going to need anything. I'm not leaving the house to go clothing shopping. I know a lot of retailers online are having sales right now since they can't sell anything in person, but I don't need any clothes, so that's fine. I will leave 20 in my account for toiletries. I think we're kind of low on toothpaste, and just going back and forth between the houses and now being at TJ's house, I did kind of have to replenish some of my toiletries that I didn't pick up from my house last time I was there. So yeah, 20 into toiletries. Car insurance, I need to look up what I sent my mom last time. I don't know if I did 53, 52, or 55. Let me see. Oh, I did 52.50. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 52.50 since it's a it's 105 per month. So usually I do 53 and then 52 the next paycheck because I do it in cash, but right now I'm not getting cash out, so I'm not gonna do that. 50 into car maintenance, 20 into Christmas. As far as gifts go, April is a pretty busy month with birthdays, but we're not doing like parties or anything. So I know TJ's mother and his sister both have a birthday this month, actually like this upcoming week. So it would be nice to be able to get them something, but I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna put 20. I do have a gift sinking fund, but that's at home. And so we'll see if I can get my hands on that. I have been like telling my mom things that I need from my house, and she's been getting it and leaving it in the backyard for me, but we'll see. I'm just gonna go ahead and put 20 so I can have that in my account to spend if I want to like get them a cute little card or something, or like some flowers. TJ's birthday, I'm gonna do 15, and then dogs, I'll do 40. So I'm gonna go ahead and total up the amount that's gonna stay in my account. Okay, so we have 367.50. That's how much I'm gonna keep in my account or transfer over to either my mom or TJ's parents. Okay, and then that leaves 6, 16, and 50 cents that I can put into savings. Okay, so that is what I'm doing with this paycheck. I am possibly looking into setting up like a Capital One savings account where I can put all of my sinking funds into, but I also just might put those into my emergency fund, and then I know anything over $1,000 is my sinking funds added on top of that, just so when all this is over, I can go to the bank and take out cash and put those in my individual envelopes. But I've also heard of You Need a Budget, or YNAB. If any of you guys use that, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you like it. I think it is pretty similar, like you can leave things in envelopes or something. So let me know if you guys do that. Okay, so here is basically storm mode. So I'm not sure if any of you guys have heard Dave Ramsey talk about this, but it's basically what you do with your budget when things are just kind of in like crisis mode. And I know so many people have lost their jobs because of this pandemic, or at least are furloughed. So I just thought I would provide a little bit of like what Dave Ramsey says to do during this time. So he says, first things first, just take care of your 4 walls. So that includes food, housing, utilities, and transportation. So make sure your mortgage is paid, make sure you keep the lights on, the power on, make sure you have food to eat, and then make sure there's gas in your car and your insurance paid. So those are your first priorities. And then number 2 is that this is not the time to be trying to make a bunch of headway on your debt. You really need to pause your debt snowball, and if you have anything left after your 4 walls, pay the minimum payment on your debt just for right now while things are so uncertain. And then the next step is to save any penny extra that you can. Now is the time to pause any non-essential sinking funds. So things like, for me, clothing and toiletries is kind of a non-essential sinking fund. I'm not going to be super harmed if I don't have new clothes. And toiletries is more essential just because of course you need shampoo, you need soap, you need toothpaste, stuff like that. But I'm trying to think of another sinking fund that I have. Like even as far as like gifts and birthdays and stuff, that kind of stuff is not crucial. If it comes down between putting food in your family's mouth and having money for someone's birthday a couple months down the line, putting food in your family's mouth is more important. So that's what I mean by non-essential things. And then I just wanted to kind of show you guys something that I did. Down below here is my minimum monthly expenses. So the things that I am absolutely obligated to spend money on. I know some of you might be new for this video, but I don't rent anywhere. I live with family. TJ and I are wanting to buy a house soon, so we are saving up as much as we can for that. But for right now, we don't have rent. I'm debt free, so I don't have a car payment or any like student loan debt or anything like that. So this is my minimum monthly amount. So it is $505 a month. So that includes my cell phone, some gas, groceries, toiletries, car insurance, and you know, keeping my dogs fed. So that is $505 a month. And my basic emergency fund is $1,000. So I can live almost 2 months just off of that. And then I have a bigger savings fund that we are using to save up for a wedding, and our fully funded emergency fund, and then on top of that will be a down payment for a house. So if we have to dip into that, that's going to be fine. It's just good to kind of write down, okay, what is the bare minimum that I need to be able to live per month. So hopefully talking about all of this stuff will have been helpful for you guys and not more stressful. Just take time to write down what you need for the bare minimum, and then just get to work saving every penny that you can. And I just wanted to say I hope all of you guys are well and are safe. I know this is such a difficult time. I know personally I've had a hard time, as everybody has, and I've been mourning the loss of some things, like just the normalcy that life used to be is, you know, not the case anymore. So I just want everybody to know that I'm here if you need someone to talk to. The best place to reach me is over on Instagram, and I kind of share with you guys how I'm feeling on the day-to-day basis with all of this madness going on in the world, and you are free to share how you're feeling with me as well. Let me know if you guys have any questions down in the comments, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.